Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Learn English Naturally. I'm Emma, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be here with you today.
And I'm Ethan. Emma, I have to say, today's episode is going to be something special. We're diving into one of the most practical aspects of English shopping conversations.
That's right, Ethan. You know what? Every single day, millions of people around the world step into coffee shops, markets, and shopping malls. But here's the thing, if you're learning English, these everyday situations can feel overwhelming.
Absolutely. Picture this. You walk into a bustling coffee shop, the barista asks you a question, and suddenly your mind goes blank. Sound familiar? Well, not anymore.
Today we're going to transform you from a nervous shopper into a confident English speaker. We'll take you through 3 real-world scenarios that you'll encounter all the time.
And the best part? We're not just giving you boring phrases to memorize. We're showing you natural, flowing conversations that native speakers actually use.
Plus, after each scenario, Ethan and I will break down the key vocabulary and expressions so you'll understand not just what to say, but when and how to say it.
Before we jump in, here's what I need you to do right now, and I mean right now, hit that subscribe button. Every subscription tells us that you're serious about improving your English.
And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you're ready to master English shopping conversations. Your likes help other English learners discover our content.
Most importantly, drop a comment below and tell us, what's the most challenging shopping situation you've faced in English? We read every single comment.
All right, are you ready to become a shopping conversation expert? Let's dive right in. Our first stop is everyone's favorite place, the coffee shop. Let's listen to Sarah ordering her morning coffee.
Good morning. Welcome to Brew and Bean. What can I get started for you today?
Hi. Good morning. I'm looking at your menu, and I'm a bit overwhelmed. Could you help me decide?
Of course. What kind of flavors do you usually enjoy? Are you more of a sweet person, or do you prefer something bold?
I definitely have a sweet tooth, but I also need something with a good caffeine kick to get me through the morning.
Perfect. I'd recommend our signature caramel macchiato. It's got that sweet caramel flavor you'll love, but it's made with a double shot of espresso, so you'll definitely get that energy boost.
That sounds amazing. What sizes do you have?
We have small, medium, and large. The medium is our most popular size. It's the perfect amount without being too much.
Great. I'll take a medium caramel macchiato. Oh, and could I get that with oat milk instead of regular milk?
Absolutely. Oat milk is a great choice. Anything else for you today? We have some fresh pastries that pair really well with that drink.
You know what? I am a little hungry. What would you recommend?
Our blueberry scone is fantastic, and it's not too sweet, so it balances nicely with the caramel macchiato.
Perfect. I'll add that to my order.
Wonderful. So that's 1 medium caramel macchiato with oat milk and 1 blueberry scone. Your total comes to $8.75. Will that be for here or to go?
To go, please. And I'll pay with my card.
Great. Just tap or insert your card here. And what's the name for the order?
Sarah.
Perfect, Sarah. Your order will be ready in just a few minutes. You can wait right over there, and we'll call your name when it's ready.
Thank you so much. You've been really helpful.
My pleasure. Enjoy your coffee and have a great day.
Wow, That was such a natural conversation. Emma, let's break down some key phrases that made Sarah sound like a native speaker.
Absolutely. First, notice how Sarah said, "I'm a bit overwhelmed." This is such a useful phrase when you're facing too many choices. It's more natural than saying, "I don't know what to choose."
Great point. And when Mike asked about her preferences, he said, "Are you more of a sweet person?" This is a common way to ask about someone's taste. You could also say, "Are you more of a coffee person or a tea person?"
I loved how Sarah said, "I definitely have a sweet tooth." This idiom means you really like sweet things. It's much more natural than just saying, "I like sweet things."
And notice the phrase caffeine kick. This means the energy boost you get from caffeine. Native speakers use this all the time.
When Mike made his recommendation, he said, "I'd recommend," instead of just, "I recommend." That D makes it sound more friendly and less pushy.
And at the end, Sarah said, "You've been really helpful." This is perfect for showing appreciation when someone has given you good service.
Now, let's head to the grocery store, where Tom is shopping for a dinner party he's hosting tonight.
Excuse me, could you point me in the direction of the seafood counter?
Sure. Head straight down this aisle, then turn left at the end. You'll see it right there next to the deli counter.
Thanks so much.
Hi there. What can I help you with today?
Hi, I'm hosting a dinner party tonight for about 8 people, and I want to make something special. What would you recommend?
Oh, how exciting. For a group that size, I'd suggest our fresh salmon fillets. They're really popular for dinner parties because they're elegant but not too difficult to prepare.
That does sound perfect. How much would I need for 8 people?
I'd recommend about 2 pounds. That'll give everyone a nice, generous portion. And these salmon fillets are really fresh. They came in this morning.
Excellent. Could I get 2 pounds of the salmon, please?
Absolutely. Would you like me to remove the skin, or would you prefer to keep it on?
Could you remove the skin, please? I'm not the most experienced cook, so that would make things easier for me.
No problem at all. I'll take care of that for you. Here you go. 2 pounds of skinless salmon fillets. Is there anything else I can help you with? Maybe some suggestions for sides?
Actually, yes. What vegetables would go well with salmon?
Well, asparagus is a classic pairing. We have some beautiful fresh asparagus in the produce section. You could also do roasted Brussels sprouts or a nice mixed green salad.
Asparagus sounds perfect. One more question. Do you have any tips for cooking the salmon so it doesn't dry out?
Great question. The key is not to overcook it. I'd suggest baking it at 400 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes, depending on the thickness. And here's a pro tip. Brush it with a little olive oil and season it with salt, pepper, and maybe some lemon before cooking.
That's incredibly helpful. Thank you so much for all the advice.
You're very welcome. I'm sure your dinner party will be a huge success. Enjoy.
Tom was such a smart shopper. He asked great questions and got exactly what he needed. Let's look at some key phrases.
I loved how Tom started by saying, "Could you point me in the direction of?" This is much more polite than just asking where is.
And when he explained his situation, he said, "I'm hosting a dinner party." The word hosting is perfect here. It means you're organizing and providing the event at your home.
Notice how the seafood clerk said, "I'd suggest," and "I'd recommend." These are softer ways to give advice, and they sound very natural.
When Tom said, "I'm not the most experienced cook," he was being humble and honest about his skill level. This actually helped him get better advice.
The phrase, "take care of that for you," is really useful. It means, "I'll handle that," or "I'll do that for you." You'll hear this a lot in customer service situations.
And I loved the pro tip that James gave. This means a piece of advice from someone with professional experience. It's a casual, friendly way to share expertise.
Finally, let's visit the shopping mall, where Jessica is looking for an outfit for a job interview.
Hi, welcome to Style Central. Is there anything specific I can help you find today?
Hi. Yes, actually, I have a job interview next week and I need to put together a professional outfit. I'm looking for something that's stylish but not too flashy.
Congratulations on the interview. I'd love to help you find the perfect outfit. What type of job is it for, if you don't mind me asking?
It's for a marketing position at a tech company. So I want to look professional, but I know tech companies can be a bit more relaxed than traditional corporate environments.
Perfect. That gives me a great sense of what we're looking for. What's your budget range, and what size are you?
I'm a size medium and I'd like to keep it under $200 if possible.
Absolutely. Let me show you a few options. First, here's a beautiful blazer that would be perfect. It's professional, but has a modern cut that's not too stuffy.
Oh, I really like this. The fabric feels nice too. What would you pair it with?
Great question. For a tech company interview, you could go with either dress pants and a blouse, or you could do a pencil skirt with a nice top. What's your preference?
I think I'd be more comfortable in pants. I tend to fidget when I'm nervous, and I think pants would help me feel more confident.
Smart thinking. Confidence is key in interviews. Let me grab a few pairs of pants that would work well with this blazer. Here are 3 different styles. This first pair is a classic straight leg, very professional and flattering on most body types. These are slim fit with a little stretch for comfort. And these are wide leg trousers, very on trend right now.
I love the straight leg ones. They look so polished. Could I try them on along with the blazer? Could you take a look? I think this fits well, but I'd love a second opinion.
Oh wow, that looks fantastic on you. The fit is perfect, and the colors work so well together. How does it feel?
It feels great. I feel professional but still like myself, you know?
That's exactly what you want. Now what about shoes? Do you have something that would work, or should we look at options here?
I was actually wondering about that. What would you recommend?
For a tech company interview, I'd suggest either classic black pumps with a low heel, or if you want something more comfortable, nice flats or loafers could work too.
I think I'd prefer something with a small heel. I want to look polished, but I also want to be able to walk confidently.
Perfect. We have some great options. Here's a pair of black pumps with about a 2-inch heel. Comfortable, but still professional.
These are perfect. They're comfortable and they complete the look nicely.
Excellent. So that's the blazer, pants, and shoes. Your total comes to $185, which is right within your budget.
That's fantastic. I feel so much more confident about my interview now.
You should. You look amazing, and you're going to do great. Good luck with your interview.
Thank you so much for all your help. You've been wonderful.
It was my pleasure. I hope you get the job, and please come back and let us know how it goes.
Jessica was such a great shopper. She communicated her needs clearly and got exactly what she wanted.
I loved how she said put together an outfit. This phrasal verb means to create or assemble something. In this case, choosing clothes that work well together.
And notice how she described what she wanted, stylish but not too flashy. This shows she understood the balance she needed for a professional setting.
When Rachel asked about budget, she said, "What's your budget range?" This is the polite way to ask how much someone wants to spend.
The phrase, "What's your preference?" is so useful. It's a polite way to ask what someone likes or wants.
I loved when Jessica said, "I tend to fidget when I'm nervous." The phrase tend to means usually or often. It's great for describing your habits or typical behavior.
And Rachel's response was perfect. Smart thinking. This is a great way to compliment someone's decision-making.
Finally, notice how Jessica said, "I feel professional but still like myself." This is such a natural way to express that something feels right for you. And there you have it. 3 complete shopping scenarios that you can use in real life starting today.
Emma, I have to say, what I love most about these conversations is how natural and flowing they were. These weren't robotic exchanges, they were real human interactions.
Exactly. And that's the secret to sounding natural in English. It's not about memorizing perfect sentences. It's about understanding the rhythm of conversation, knowing how to ask for help, and being genuinely polite.
Let's quickly recap the key strategies we heard today. First, don't be afraid to admit when you need help. Sarah said she was overwhelmed by the menu. Tom said he wasn't the most experienced cook, and Jessica was honest about her needs.
Second, always be specific about what you want. Notice how all our shoppers explain their situations. Sarah mentioned needing energy, Tom was hosting a dinner party, and Jessica had a job interview.
Third, ask follow-up questions. This shows you're engaged and helps you get exactly what you need. All of our shoppers asked great questions that led to better service.
And finally, always show appreciation. Thank you so much. You've been really helpful. That's incredibly helpful. These phrases make such a difference in how people perceive you.
Now, here's what I want you to do this week. Pick one of these scenarios and practice it. If you go to a coffee shop, try using some of Sarah's phrases. If you're grocery shopping, channel your inner Tom and ask for recommendations.
And here's your homework. And yes, I'm giving you homework. I want you to go to one of these places this week and have a conversation in English. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just try to use 1 or 2 phrases we covered today.
Then come back here and tell us about it in the comments. What worked well? What was challenging? We want to hear about your real-world English practice.
If this episode helped you feel more confident about shopping in English, smash that like button right now. Your likes tell us that this content is valuable to you.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our new episodes.
Share this episode with anyone you know who's learning English. Learning together makes everything more fun and less scary.
Most importantly, remember this: every native speaker was once exactly where you are now. We all had to learn these conversations, and we all made mistakes along the way.
The difference between someone who becomes fluent and someone who stays stuck isn't talent, it's practice. So get out there and use these conversations.
Until next time, keep learning English naturally, and remember, you've got this.
We'll see you in the next episode. Happy learning, everyone!